Okay, sketchbook cover time. So I've got my sketchbook ready to go. It's right here. Okay, so now I'm going to design my cover. And there are 3 requirements for your cover. You need to have your first name somewhere on it. You need to include 10 things about you, so about yourself. And you need to use great craftsmanship. That's a long word. That means be neat, show me what you got, right? Do a nice job. So how you do this is truly up to you, and I'm just going to give you a couple of suggestions, and then you decide what you think will work. You can take like a magazine and cut out things from a magazine that maybe represent who you are. You can use your computer and look at a reference photo for if you want to draw something. Okay, you can work with pencil. I would suggest pencil when you're first getting started, but then you can add in Sharpie if you have any kind of colored pens or colored pencils or crayons. You can add texture and details with that. I'm going to do kind of a combination because I like that. So what I did is I already started cutting out some things from magazines that kind of describe who I am. So I don't know if you can see this, but it's a little coffee cup because now you can't see this in person, but I'm always drinking coffee because I love my coffee. So I've got this little tiny coffee cup. Now I would have to fill this thing like 10 times to have enough coffee, but I've got this little tiny coffee cup here that I'm going to incorporate onto my cover. So that's one thing about me. So if you wanted to, you could do like a little map where you write down all the things that you want to try to include of yourself. So I said coffee. Gonna do, so I'm a mom, I'm an artist, I'm a teacher, I'm a sister, right? I eat pretty much vegetarian. I eat almost vegan, but lots of vegetables and fruits. I like to garden and to read and lots of other things, but my favorite place ever is to be somewhere on the water and going in my boat and using my kayak, things like that. So I'm going to start to kind of pull some of these things together. So I found this picture, which is awesome, of all these different veggies. So I'm going to include this somehow. But so I'm going to not only include these pictures, but I'm also going to include some words. So you can do this as like where you include words and pictures. You can take and use some lines to kind of divide this. If you want to, if you're like nervous about starting on your final, you can take a scrap paper and you could do like a little plan, like a little practice. You know how we do sketches, like pre-planning sketches. So you could think about the cover itself and think about like, do you want to divide it up into different spaces, and then inside these different spaces put words or things about yourself. So like I could write the word artist or the word art. I don't know, maybe I'll just do art. I kind of like the way that fits right there. I could do IST really small over here. So I could do the word artist in one corner, and then maybe I put my little coffee cup that I found in another spot. And then maybe I put my veggies that I found up here. Maybe I trim that down so it fits within the space that I'm planning. Maybe I then write, like I do like to garden. So maybe I use the word garden up here. And, you know, you can work in capitals, you can work in lowercase, you can come up with your own font. But I do have to incorporate my name somewhere in here, so I've got to think that needs to be up here. So maybe I'll put my name in the corner or something. I'm just going to use my last name, but you can use your first name. Okay. I like to put the date on things, so I might put 2020 up here. This kind of weird year that we're having, this 2020. So I'm going to work on this a little bit more, so maybe I'll plan my spaces here with my pencil first and then go over them. And you know, I'm going to use a Sharpie, but if you don't have a Sharpie, it's no big deal. Use something else. Use a marker, use a ballpoint pen. I'm going to divide this a little different on here, and then go ahead and start writing and coming up with your design. Okay, so craftsmanship counts. Do a nice job. You're going to take a photograph of this when you're done to upload to the Schoology assignment. Okay, so I'm going to need my glue stick here to get this little coffee cup glued down when I'm ready. Okay. All right, if you have questions, please post them in the discussion board.